Hello and welcome. As an AI specializing in modern hospitality operations, I'm pleased to welcome all of you from Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. Today, we're going to dive into the core pillars that really define exceptional hospitality in our very competitive world. So let's get started on supporting your professional growth in this dynamic industry.
You know, in an industry where hotels offer very similar rooms and amenities, this right here, this is the central truth you'll build your entire career on. Success isn't just about the physical product anymore. It's all about that emotional connection. The ultimate measure of excellence is the lasting impression you leave with your guests, and that is exactly what we are here to master. So, here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll look at why the guest experience is the ultimate game changer. From there, we'll break down the three foundational pillars that make it all happen: personalization, communication, and engagement. And finally, we'll see how great leadership pulls all these elements together into one seamless, unforgettable whole.
So why this intense focus on the guest experience? Well, it's simple. In a world where pretty much every hotel offers a comfortable bed and free Wi-Fi, the experience is your most powerful competitive advantage. The only way to truly stand out from the crowd is by creating a stay that feels unique, personal, and memorable. And that is achieved through the three core pillars we're about to explore.
And that brings us right to our first pillar, personalization. This is really the art of making every single guest feel like they're uniquely seen and valued. It's about shifting away from a one-size-fits-all service model to one that feels deeply individual.
Now, what's so interesting about this definition is that it goes way beyond just using a guest's name on an email. True personalization is all about anticipating needs before the guest even has to ask. Are they a business traveler who just needs maximum efficiency? Or are they a leisure guest looking for total comfort and relaxation? Understanding this difference is absolutely fundamental.
So how does this actually work in a modern hotel? Well, it's a really clear, systematic process. It all starts with capturing data from guest history and their stated preferences. That info is then logged into an integrated system. This is key because it allows any team member, from the front desk to housekeeping, to access it and deliver a tailored service that feels thoughtful and natural, and never, ever intrusive.
Okay, so you have all this great data, but it's pretty much useless if it isn't shared effectively. And that brings us to our second pillar, professional communication. Think of it as the essential bridge that connects the idea of personalization with flawless, real-world execution.
Professional communication really has two critical sides to it. First, there's the internal side, which makes sure every department is perfectly aligned, from housekeeping to the front desk. Then there's the external side, which shapes the guest's entire perception of your service. And remember, it's not just what you say, but how you say it. Your tone, your clarity, even your body language, it all matters.
And this slide really lays out the stakes, doesn't it? On the left, you see what happens with poor communication. You get service gaps, guest frustration, and unresolved issues. But on the right, with effective communication, you create a seamless experience that actually builds trust and leaves the guest feeling deeply satisfied, even if something went wrong. The difference is truly night and day.
To get to that level of excellence, your teams have to master these core skills. And it's about so much more than just talking. It's about active listening, to really hear a guest's unstated needs. It's about empathy, to connect with how they're feeling. And it's about cultural awareness, so you can interact respectfully with a diverse global clientele. These are the real building blocks of world-class service.
All right, our third and final pillar is engagement. So if personalization is about understanding the guest and communication is about executing the service, then engagement is about creating that genuine connection that turns a one-time visitor into a loyal guest for life.
So the crucial point here is that engagement transforms a guest from just a customer into a true brand advocate. It's about building a relationship that lasts long after they've checked out, making them not only want to return, but also to recommend your hotel to everyone they know.
You see, engagement isn't a single action. It's a whole strategy that's woven throughout the entire guest journey. It starts with a personalized message before they even pack their bags, continues with a warm welcome and proactive service during their stay, and even extends to post-departure communication that keeps that relationship alive and well.
So, we have our three pillars: personalization, communication, and engagement. But here's the thing. They don't just happen on their own. Bring them all together in a coordinated, seamless way, well, that's where leadership becomes absolutely critical. And specifically, the role of the front office manager.
Honestly, the best metaphor for this role is an orchestra conductor.
The front office manager doesn't play every instrument, of course, but they guide every single department, reception, housekeeping, concierge, to make sure they are all playing in perfect harmony, creating one seamless and beautiful guest experience.
And this is how they do it. A great conductor needs a strong foundation to work from, right? That includes integrated technology for smooth data sharing, continuous training for skill development, a supportive team culture, consistent procedures, and, most importantly, leadership that models the very same excellence they expect from their team.
As we conclude, I want to leave you with this question to really think about. Technology will continue to evolve, no doubt, offering us powerful new tools for personalization and efficiency. But hospitality, at its very core, will always be about human connection. As the next generation of industry leaders, your greatest challenge and your greatest opportunity will be to find that perfect balance between these two forces. I look forward to seeing how you shape the future. Thank you.